A message for my people.
Nick Dad, baby. We the new label.
Come on. Come on, son.
Now this the black sheep, sticking it to him. I need a crib like I'm Gatsby.
I need it.
In hand, just understand my pocket's that deep.
With
nothing to prove, I ain't got nothing to do. When they can't compete and I got nothing to lose. You see, they told me I'm the one that's gonna benefit. Never been a threat. Talking that aloud.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the show. And today we have a monster episode, and we are honored to be joined by the man, the number one contender for the 135 title in the UFC, Merab Dvalishvili, currently held by the opponent, the guy we don't like. We don't like this guy, Merab. No good, brother. We don't like Sugar Sean. That's the champ. That's who Merab is coming after. But before we get started with this interview, big ups to Alpha Book as the main sponsor for this interview with the man, the number one contender, Merab. Merab, I want to start by saying, how do you like living in Vegas, man?
I love it because number one is I'm getting best training here. I have my peace. I have, as you know, like this is beautiful hotel here where we are, and if I want to have fun, go out with my friends, or I can always do that. But main is for me training, and I'm focused on that, and I have a good gyms here and good training partners, and yeah, I love living here in Las Vegas.
When you first moved to America, did you live in New York first?
Yeah, I moved to Long Island, New York.
That's where I'm from, New York also.
Wow.
Yeah, Long Island. Well, Queens originally, but my family lives in Long Island.
Okay, cool. It's right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
How'd you like it over there?
I love it. But it's cold, you know. And then when snow comes and you have to clean your driveway, and it gets freeze, the snow's stuck everywhere. You can't really park. And I used to go Brooklyn in New York City a lot. I have to drive there because lots of Georgians lives there. I have lots of friends there. Sometimes I have to pick some friends from my airport, and I have to take care of them, you know. And it's like always busy, you know. New York, you know, you have to drive a lot.
Yeah.
It's always parking issue, and then training partners, man. Here, Las Vegas, man, game changing.
Yeah, it's the best. I train over at Syndicate too. I see you over there, and man, you are a psychopath in a in a good way though. You are always training, always active. They call you the machine for a reason. But before we get into that, man, how'd you start MMA? What made you want to start MMA?
Um, so first, I was training in judo and sambo, and after you know, it was some fights in Georgia. They was looking for volunteer fighters to who can just sign, and then they can fight, you know, MMA. And I always want to test myself and try. And once I fight first, and I feel love with MMA. You know, I realized that was my sport, and since that I started training in MMA, and I was fighting in Georgia, and I have a dream to move United States to and training here, get a couple fights and go UFC. But when I moved here, Long Island, it was so hard, man. I don't know nobody know me. I cannot get MMA fights. Cannot even find the MMA gyms before Serra-Longo, and it was tough. You know, everything was. I don't speak English, and but my goal was big. I stayed patient. I was working hard, and yeah, like 6 7 years later, I signed to UFC. Now I'm number one contender in UFC.
How old were you when you moved here?
22.
22. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. And immediately, were you close with Aljo right away? Because one of my favorite things about you, man, and I tip my cap to you because I'm a big UFC fan, and I've seen in the past how many people end up fighting their friend, or they end up splitting camps because they have to fight their friend. But both you and Aljo, man, I think it's super cool that you guys didn't let money and titles get in the way of a brotherhood that you have. Because I've seen And I've heard that you guys are. I mean, I see you guys at the gym together all the time.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. So when I moved here, 2012, I met Aljo. 2013, like about 1 year later, when I find my gym, set along with him, and yeah, since this, Aljo, he was already high level fighter. He was CFFC champion, and like soon, I think 1 year later or a couple months later, he signed to UFC, and then I always uh, look up to him. He's a good fighter, good citizen, and good friend, a good teammate, and and then when I get better too, and I was training with him, and I came, we became n- main training partners for each other. We was when he has a fight, he was sparring with me, and he was fighting, and when I have fight, I was sparring with him, and you know. So we was more than like friends, because yeah, we was main training partners. Make sure when he has a fight, he don't get hurt. I don't cut him with my elbow or like something like stupid mistake and injure him. Same thing. He never got me injured. I cut him one time. Like, I elbow him, like he was holding my back, and I knee him in the eye. Oh, actually, he did he did knee me one time. He cut me one time too. But what I'm saying is, we always support each other. MMA, man, it's a very individual sport, and it's a new sport, and it's not like soccer team. You have a massage therapist, you have a coaches coming, you have like a all team with you. No, will be by yourself. Sometimes you have to travel, you have to fight. All you need is a training partner. If you trust your training partner, and if you have push from your training partner, you will get better. And that's how I mean, we grow up. I believe Aljo. I was giving Aljo always push and hard round, and Aljo, I learned lots of things from Aljo. I'm still learning, and we motivate each other always. So, and then when, of course, I never want to fight Aljo, but we did came this point. Aljo was champion. I was the guy who was supposed to fight for the belt. But yeah, man, like, yeah, our friendship is more than money, and I thank God. I say no to this, and I don't ruin our friendship, and because it's a fight, it's for legacy, and yeah, so we are still best friends, and we're still supporting each other. I was just his corner last Saturday, and then
Yeah.
I'm so happy for him. He got big win, and life is beautiful.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. And you're right about I see, like, even me, I just do jujitsu, and I don't go with just anybody because some people are too wild.
Right,
I see when people see guys like you and Aljo, they want to try to test themselves because, oh, this
right.
UFC guy. And I can imagine how difficult it is to find partners. So when you do find it, that's why
Yeah,
you
to trust
gravitate
people.
to it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, man. Even these new people, or people like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm a UFC fighter, but I'm like, yeah, don't hurt me. I'm just regular guy. Just, yeah, don't, this is not competition. We are training.
Yeah.
We have to train smart. Exactly. Like, we have to be smart about it. Who you training with? Yeah, it's very important, because I did. I'm not. How I training. I'm not getting too much injuries.
Mm.
But I was in Georgia, and they told me to training with this guy, but the guy, I guess he was beginner, and he hurt my shoulder, and it takes me 6 months to heal up my shoulder, because of stupid. Every time I get hurt because of somebody, they're not my training partner. Understand?
Yeah, no, you got to definitely avoid that, man, especially when you're at the level that you are. You mentioned Aljo, he just fought at UFC 300. What did you think of the whole pay per view?
Oh, great fights! All of them, top to bottom. It was great fights. Yeah, I wasn't sure Figueredo, Corey Garbrandt, but Figueredo did good job. Now I have to watch out to him.
Mm.
He's in my weight class. Yeah, and yeah, Diego looks good. Um, Brazilian Mexican.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Lopez.
Lopez. Yeah, he looked good. Aljo did very good. The um Qatar was Calvin Qatar was defending good. Like he was just rather losing rounds than make mistake. He don't give Aljo any chance to like submit. Because but Aljo was we'll see. Aljo dominate this fight, and then yeah, I wasn't surprised about Kyla Harrison. She's the beast.
Yeah.
She's really really good. Yeah, I'm a little bit heartbroken about Jamal Hill because he's good guy, good fighter. I'm friends with him, and then he got lost. But we all know Alex Pereira, he's the killer, and he got knocked out. He knocked Jamal, and yeah, Max Holloway fight was crazy.
Yeah.
Justin Gaethje and Max Holloway, that was insane. Yeah. I was surprised actually about this. I wasn't sure because Max Holloway, we all know he moved up. It's very hard to change the weight class, but he was looking good, and then he got the finish like that. That was insane.
Yeah, that was wild, man. What would you say was your favorite moment from the card?
Aljamain Sterling's win and dominate win, man. I was there for my friend. I was cornering, and yeah, so we did good job. I think of course Aljo was there. Aljo was fighting and he was doing, but I was there for support and cornering him. Even Mark Zuckerberg was there and he was supporting us too. He did came after and he did congratulations. He did say to congratulations to us, and then we're gonna training soon with Mark Zuckerberg. Either in California or in Hawaii.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very into MMA. I know he wanted to have a fight before he got hurt, but it's cool to see people like that
I,
involved and interested in martial arts because it only helps grow the sport and then more eyes on people like you.
For sure, man. I mean, I respect every sport, but MMA is the best and number one, man. Like you asked me before, like before we go live, if I watch any sport, but I'm sorry, man. MMA is the best. It's very hard to focus and watch, and like this is like after MMA, it's hard to watch other sport, but and like my second favorite sport is soccer. Like now as you from Greece, I'm from
Yeah,
Georgia.
of course. Now we need to, yeah,
And
yeah.
Georgia beat Greek in the soccer, and now we first time ever we are competing in European Championship Georgian soccer team, and let's go Georgia, let's go.
Yeah, that was fun for you, not so much fun for me. But I know the one guy that plays for Napoli is very good.
Vicha Kvaratskhelia.
Oh man, he is unbelievable. I know Real Madrid wanted him at one point. He's a very big name, and it's good to
he's
have a guy
great,
like
man.
that.
And it's such a humble guy too, very humble and religion.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of guys on that team are, from what I've gathered. I mean, just seeing
Yeah.
from afar, but
Yeah. This new generation, unique. This team now, Georgian, very like cool people, humble, like smart. Like I like this team now.
yeah. You said something before about moving to Vegas. If anyone follows you on social media, they know you like to have a good time.
Oh yeah.
What was the after party like for 300? You do anything fun?
Mm, oh, not. Yeah, we go out like Aljo has after party. But I did okay because I don't go crazy. Because next day I was supposed to training,
Mm.
and then I had lots of things to do, and I go home like 3 a.m. and wake up and training next morning, and I have lots of things to do. But last night I go out, and I think I celebrate next day more better. It
more,
was
more than the pay-per-view.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Vegas, like I said, I have good gyms, good training partners, and beautiful nature. You can running to mountains, and you can go Charles Mountains. There is snow there now
Yeah.
if you want, and if you wanna go crazy, then there is so many clubs and so many things going on here.
Yeah, listen, Merab's not gonna say it, but there's a lot of beautiful women in Vegas too. So you could go and you could have a
Yeah,
nice
like
good time.
sometimes people are coming from Argentina, here in Las Vegas,
Yeah.
and they just No, everybody coming here for vacation,
Yeah.
in Vegas,
And it's cool because we live here.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everyone comes here to
In the
visit.
other
So
states, people are working. Even I used to live in New York. In New York, everybody working, everybody chasing dream. Here, Vegas, everybody want to have a good
have
time.
a good time. Yeah.
Yeah, and then eventually my wife will come here for vacation, and I will catch her.
There you go. Yeah. Make sure she doesn't get away. UFC 301. That's going to be in Brazil, staying with like the theme of South America. They got a big name coming back to fight, Mr. Aldo.
Oh my God! Yeah,
How do you feel about Aldo?
I'm happy, but I'm supporting him. I want to him win. He has a top opponent, and style makes fight. And stylistically, it's gonna be hard for Jose Aldo because the guy kicks hard.
Martinez,
and he kicks hard, and hopefully Jose Aldo will be able to win this fight. And I'm happy for him. And he's gonna fight in Brazil. That he deserves to, like, his big retirement fight. And I'm always will support him. He's the legend. And when I was fighting him, I wasn't care about losing. I was just trying to my best to fight. And then if I wasn't. Um, if Aldo beat me, I will be happy for him too. But I'm glad I was able to win, and
Yeah. No, that's
that's how it
definitely
goes.
that's a good name to have on your resume and on that winning streak that you've been on. We'll get to that in just a second. The next pay-per-view after, they just announced they got some big fights for 302. Your countryman, Roman Dolidze.
Oh
He's
yes,
gonna be on there. And I like how close you guys are, the Georgia guys. You, Giga, Taporia, who's now the champion.
Yeah, the Guram.
Yeah. How do you feel about when you see your countrymen fighting? Because you guys are just making it bigger for your country and MMA over there.
Yes, man. We are small country, and we are warriors. We are tough people, and then we of course we support each other, and I'm proud of my brothers. They're warriors, and yeah, I'm so happy for them. I mean, I always will support them, but they are, as you know, everybody doing good in UFC. And then I'm pumped every time they fight. They fight. And yeah, like, I don't know if you see in social media, but when Ilya go in Georgia, it was crazy, man. Like, so many people was celebrating in the street. And we did fight together last fight in Anaheim. And all country wake up 7 a.m. and they was in the streets. They was watching in TVs, and either home or bars, or they was watching. Whole country was up watching our fights, and everybody was happy and cheering for us.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, man. I remember I don't know if they asked you or if they asked Ilya about which one of you is gonna be the first champion.
Yeah.
And I think you both said it doesn't matter
Yeah.
because the country wins. I thought that was cool.
Right, yeah, thank you. Yeah, so Ilya was doing press conference after his fight, and I was same room, and they asked, "Oh, who you think who's gonna win first?" And Ilya said, "I'm not compete with no one." And yeah, I grabbed the microphone too, brother. I said, "You gonna go win because I was still waiting for And I said, anyways, this doesn't matter, brother.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for him. It's nothing. I will be so happy, man. I have my way, but Ilya, he's my brother, and I will be more happy for him.
Yeah, it's good to celebrate your friend's success, man, because then it comes back to you. It seems like you and Paulo Costa have become social media friends, and he's fighting a very tough opponent in Sean Strickland. How do you feel about Paulo and the back and forth, you guys? Because, man, you've become a rock star with your social media, and I think it's very important to market yourself. And I think that's another reason with your success too. You're a hell of a fighter, but the UFC, it is a business, and you do need to grow like your personal brand. And you're doing a great job with all these videos and the memes. How did the back and forth with you and Paulo Costa start?
he stole my food, and
So that's a real story?
yeah,
Yeah.
he stole my food, and I'm like, one day I go UCPI to grab my breakfast, and it's gone. Where's my breakfast? I'm hungry, and then anyway, it's actually I lost a couple times breakfast there, but and then and then Paulo Costa post in Twitter, he stole my food, and of course I was laughing, like, but that's how it starts, But he's so funny, so he's big guy, and I guess he eats his breakfast, and he was still hungry, and he eat my breakfast too, and that's how it starts. But
Yeah.
it's all good, man. He's such a cool, and yeah, the fight against Strickland will be tough because Sean Strickland is very strong, and the guy is crazy, really, really crazy. He's a good guy, but same time crazy guy. And yeah, I don't know who I should support more. And I like both.
Yeah. Does it get hard for you sometimes when two people you know are fighting?
For sure, for sure. I've been friends with Jamal Hill, and like and then I'm cool with Alex Pereira's team too, and then I get know him, and then we was hanging out in the PPI, like we talking a little bit and stuff, and we met before, and we have mutual friends, and every time I was getting close with Alex Pereira, I was feeling weird because I gotta support either one. You know what I'm saying? It's very hard, but that's how we do. It's a fight, and yeah, sometimes my friends fighting each other, and it's MMA. It's a small community. We all know each other, but like that's what we do. It's okay.
Yeah. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's just gonna happen.
But yeah, like we said before, Aljo and me it was different, man, because we are really best friends, main training partners, and I know how much he means for him, like to this legacy, and yeah, just I was so happy for him, and I just I was just respectful for champion and for my friend, and it's all good, and I'm happy. um we both made this decision, but it was supposed to be uh, ending everything good, other than Aljo got knocked down against he was supposed to go up anyways, understand?
Yeah.
So, and then um but unfortunately, yeah, they offered him short notice fight against O'Malley, and came up short.
Yeah. Things like that happen sometimes. The fight game
Yeah.
is vicious, man. You can't always get what you want. The last fight I want to talk about before we start talking about you and what's coming up for you, Islam Makhachev against Dustin Poirier for the 155 title, the lightweight title. Um, it's going to be Dustin's third time trying to win the championship, going up against Islam. How do you feel about this fight?
Man, Islam Makhachev is very strong, and um, yeah, it's gonna be very hard to beat Islam Makhachev at this time. This guy is monster. He's something else. I mean, I heard he was winning some rounds against Khabib, and you can only imagine how strong he is.
Yeah.
Of course, Khabib was different style. Khabib was like dog. Islam Makhachev more technical. But he's way, way more stronger than Khabib, and he has a beautiful technique. And yeah, I like Dustin Poirier, but I think Islam going to keep a belt again.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I think it's the Islam era at 155 for now.
Yes,
It's gonna be tough to beat him. All right, let's get to what everyone wants to hear. Your next fight against O'Malley.
let's go.
How you feeling about it?
Oh, I'm excited, man. I'm ready for fight next week. I'm just waiting for date now. They said in about 1 month or 2 months we will know about like where we going to fight, and I'm I'm more than ready. I want to fight him last 7 years. Since he signed to UFC, but now it's the best time, right time, and yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm gonna. All I wanna. Hey, man, it's only belt left for me, and I don't have nothing else to prove. And now I'm gonna fight for the belt, and hopefully I'm gonna win and make proud my people, my country, my team, and um, uh, all the people around the world. I have big support, and let's go.
What would if you when you go and you beat him, what do you think this does for your legacy?
Hey man, there is lots of great fighters. They never win UFC belt, and they are great fighters. But UFC belt is it's a belt, UFC champion. Uh, this is like a dream title, and I don't even dream about this. I'm always focused on my next opponent, and I'm always going step by step. And hey man, I'm coming from 10 fight win streak, and I was working so hard all these years, and this is right time, and I'm ready. I'm more than ready.
Yeah, it was really interesting to follow because so many people, at least in the media, they were saying you were jeopardizing a lot by taking on the Yan fight and then Cejudo.
Yeah,
But I like how you were like, man, who's ever next? And you just steamroll through those guys.
let's go. Yes. Hey man, we all know how UFC works. Sometimes they can push some fighters, like they push O'Malley. He's great fighter, but he don't beat nobody from top 5 or top 10 other than fight Peter Yan, and like me and everybody thinks he lost the fight, but he's a good fighter. But so now they pushing some other fighters. That's always like this. But sometimes like some guy like Belal Mohammed, or sometimes like me, guy has to go long way to fight for the belt. But it's all good, man. I love UFC, and this is the best organization in the world, and I'm happy to fight and represent UFC. And yeah, I'm excited. Now it's finally here, and I'm just focused of my future.
Hell yeah, man. And you did it the right way too. You just waited, you just kept working, and
Yeah.
you became undeniable. If they People would go crazy if they didn't give you the shot after all this time now.
Yeah,
Like we
yeah.
can't let's not be
Right,
ridiculous.
right. Now I think now people, when O'Malley win the belt, and he called Ilya and he tried to go up weight class, and people right away, everybody was commenting, everybody was talking shit about O'Malley. Like everybody realized he was trying to run away, and I think that, and then they tell O'Malley he should fight me, and that's why this fight's happened. And I want to tell all the people around the world, I appreciate you guys for your support, and thank you so much for, yeah, just do right things, because we are fighting for you guys, and if not you guys, who we fight for? And then, so thank you guys for, sometimes we need to like make right. You guys have to show this even organization, or some fighters to who they can fight. That they. So what I'm saying is, he was trying to avoid my fight, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
the people was pushing him, and then now he don't have no other choice.
Yeah, everyone was going crazy, man. And even Taporia said, nah,
Yeah,
you gotta go through
right, of
Merab.
course.
You gotta
Yeah.
fight Merab. We're not doing this
Right.
ducking. You've been doing that all these years. Let
But
me ask you.
how about my videos then, when I make fun of him because
Oh
of
my
that?
Dude, the first time I saw it, as I'm sure a lot of people did, I had to watch it 2-3 times because I thought it was really him.
Yeah,
Like that was a
right.
perfect guy that you found to clone him.
Yeah,
The
actually,
videos are awesome if you guys haven't
yeah,
seen them.
right. Yeah, because I trick people, like, because when I got actually it's a real O'Malley, man, and then he's real O'Malley, bro.
Oh, he is
yeah,
real.
yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I'm gonna delete that part. You
No,
got the real
no.
O'Malley in that
No,
one.
I'm joking.
Let me ask you this, man. Pivoting away from this fight with O'Malley, what advice would you give someone that was your age when they moved to the States about wanting to be a professional fighter?
Just no rush. Whatever you do, you gotta do 100%. You gotta just try your best. Always put hard work in, and right time will come, and you gotta deliver it. You gotta show up, and you gotta be right time, right where, and you gotta chase your dream. You know, yeah. Like I tell you before, it wasn't easy. I have, like, I was thinking the whole world was against me, because it was so hard to deal with lots of things. But but my goal was big, and I was working every day for my goal. And yeah, like one day I was there, right time, right where, and I signed to UFC. And I changed my life, and I changed my family's life. And I give so much motivation, lots of young generations and kids to maybe you coming from small village, how like I coming from. But if you work hard, then everything is possible. So my advice will be just um, take your time, just trying to get better, like no rush, like because you gotta think for future, like not about tomorrow, because yeah, tomorrow you will fight and blah blah blah. But the MMA, it's a journey and it's a long career. Yeah, maybe you win one fight, but this doesn't mean nothing. You have to keep winning in professional fighting shows, and you have to, after you will couple big fights, you can sign to UFC. And then even you sign to UFC, you have to win, because if you just fight in UFC and you got lost, it doesn't mean nothing. So and then you have to keep winning, maybe sign second contract. And then and then maybe eventually, if you can fight in top 15. But it's you know but I'm always trying to get better. I'm always trying to stay in best shape and eat right, sleep right, and do my best. And then so advice is to continue this. It will be just hard work, man, hard work. So I know, like, there is
Hmm.
lots of talent people, but they need to work hard. Same time, um uh, hard work plus, so talent plus hard work. Without hard work, yeah, not, you know I don't think they go far.
No, that's definitely important, man. And also being like disciplined too. I'm sure shit, as a martial artist, you know this, being disciplined. You gotta train when you don't want to train.
Exactly.
Sometimes you have a couple bruises, you're banged up, you still gotta go and get it done.
Right.
Um, how much longer do you want to fight?
All my life, if you ask me, I want to fight
I like that.
forever, man, because this is the best feeling, man. Because it's you cannot buy or you cannot feel this nowhere, like like just all hard work's done, all the training, all the weight cuts, and the fight day comes, and your team is waiting, your friends are waiting, your family waiting, your people, or your people around the world that maybe in the arena, whatever the how many thousand people are, but the people are watching from around the world. And it's the feeling that the guy who you fight, this guy wants to kill you, he wants to punch you. And then it's this crazy feeling, man. And when you win and represent your team, your country, and your people, and just it's just, this feeling is the best. And now where I'm in this level, um yeah, I mean, mm, when you fight this level, man, you making money. You can also, like, support lots of like
People.
people, and it feels good. And also, you can always say whatever it's in your mind, whatever you think it bothers you, and then just do good things. With this, just I want to this is the best, man. The fighting and fighting this level is the best.
Oh man, for me, I've always said this, and I'm not saying it because you're on the show. There's not an athlete I respect more than an MMA fighter. I think those you guys are crazy, man. Like to do what you do, and then I can only imagine what Max Holloway was feeling at the end of that fight. Like he
Yeah.
felt like no, he felt like he was the coolest guy in the world at that moment. Like after what he did, and
Yeah.
the place going ape shit and going crazy, like. And you've
Yeah.
had those explosive moments too, where you get a
Yeah.
stoppage or you get a
Uh,
dominating
but
win.
sometimes you have different feelings, so also, because when I win against Jose Aldo, And so I was happy, and I look, and he was down, and he was crying. I'm like, I go and I say, come on, get up, and like, I have respect. You are the best. Like you don't have nothing to prove, or whatever. And he said, I'm done. And now I cannot fight for the belt, and now I have to finish career. I was so sad, and I'm like, I wanted to give my win back. It's just, and it's like this crazy sport. Not I'm not always happy. And other than Jose Aldo, I was always happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But exactly, man. MMA is like it's crazy sport.
It's a wild way to want to make a living, man. And congrats to you for turning this into a hell of a career. What I have over here, Merab, I have some hats here, that UFC hats that we would like for you to sign, that Alpha Book and yourself are going to give away to 2 lucky winners. The hats that Merab is signing are UFC hats.
Nice.
And we have
nice
2 of
hats.
them.
Okay.
It's going to go to 2 lucky winners. And the way you can win these hats, first of all, you have to follow Alpha Book on Instagram, like their last post, and this is going to be fun. You have to tag 2 friends you think can beat Merab in a fight. I don't think you guys can, but as you see there on the screen, he has
They can
signed
try.
it. They can try. My money is going to be on Merab, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
So like their post, tag 2 friends who you think can beat Merab in a fight, and the winner will be drawn next Wednesday on the Alpha Book social media.
Let's go. There is my signatures on these beautiful UFC hats, and you guys can win this. Good luck. So,
Yeah,
keep
leave
it one.
those.
I'm gonna keep it one. Here.
Yeah, we'll keep that like that. All right, Merab, before we let you go, man, thanks again for your time. This has been awesome. Shout out to Alpha Book for getting us this interview.
Thank you, Alpha Book.
Welcome to a segment called Ping Pong. Alpha Book has challenged you, Merab, to participate. This is rapid fire. So basically, I'm going to ask you questions, and you just answer them. Pretty,
Okay.
not too much, 1 or 2 sentences, whatever comes to mind. Your favorite fight from UFC 300?
Max Holloway, Justin Gage.
Your 4 favorite fighters of all time?
Fourth. So we're gonna go 4, 3, 2, 1.
However.
Yeah. 4. Yeah.
Any 4.
4.
If you want to rank them, cool. That's extra.
Yeah. Okay. First, I will say George St. Pierre.
Nice.
The second, John Jones. Third, Demetrius Johnson. And fourth, Jose Aldo.
Very nice. That's a very, very solid list there. Who do you think is the most underrated fighter in the UFC?
Let me think. Underrated, like the good guy, but nobody knows.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think Bautista. He's in my weight class.
Ooh, Mario.
Yeah, Mario Bautista. He's good, man. I gotta watch out the guy, man. He's coming. But it's crazy. He has like 6-fight win streak or something, and like not many people know about this. And then they don't push this guy to fight for the belt. But I know some other guys because of, like, I don't want to say reasons, but they are pushing the guys to fight for the belt. But like, come on, Bautista is most underrated. All right, how do you say?
Yeah. No, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Flip side. Who's the most overrated?
Overrated. So most hyped, right?
Yeah.
Let's think. Most hype. Patty Pimblett, maybe.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like that one. Yeah, I would agree, man. I would agree. How do you envision your fight ending with Sean O'Malley?
Like this, man. All I care is this, man.
Yeah, that's it.
Man. I don't want to hurt people. I'm gonna take him down, maybe hug, actually. But like some days, I'm thinking to beat him Mexican style, man. Now I know, I always love Mexico, but now I can adapted Mexican now, and then I wanna beat O'Malley like Mexican style, just punch his beautiful face. Like he thinks beautiful. He has a beautiful face because he called me ugly, so it's okay. He can be beautiful. I can be ugly. No problem. I don't have no problem about this. You know.
What do you like most about working with Alpha Book?
First relationship, they've been so professionals and they super cool. You know, it's a high level company, and I like work with them.
I don't like this next question. I didn't come up with it, I have to be honest. But how far will Georgia go in the Euro Cup? And you know, it's because you be my team, so I'm just
But
saying.
I will support Georgia. Doesn't matter what. I mean, everything is possible. It's a sport, man. The ball is circle,
Yeah.
and then yeah, I know. I mean, we have Khvicha Kvaratskhelia and we have some other guys, Suriko Davitashvili and people like that, and we have big hearts and everything is possible. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe first it will be good if we go out from the group. That would be the best. I think. I mean, that would be already a big win. For us. I think. And then of course after we're gonna try our best.
Yeah. No, you're right. I mean, you've seen there's been a lot of upsets in the past in soccer, so especially in those tournaments.
Hey, if we beat your team, Greece, and
Of
now
course,
we
we
can
gotta
we can
bring
do
it up.
everything, brother.
Yeah, no good. You're a professional fighter, so I'll let you slide on that one. Blackjack or roulette?
Roulette.
Roulette. What is your favorite soccer team?
Georgia,
Georgia.
Georgia team.
These next couple questions, Merab, are from fans. What's the best advice you got when you were younger, before you became a professional fighter?
My advice will be for to give advice for younger people.
No, advice that you got when you were younger. What
Um,
would you say was the best advice?
um, so it's hard to answer because it's so hard to think about this. But okay, I will say this. I born and grow up in village, and I moved to capital city when I was 9. And in village, everybody in village we have farms and we have fruits trees, and then apple trees and pine. No, not pineapple. Sorry, I mean, the berry, cherry trees and nuts and like other fruits, And then when you kid, you stalling some neighbor has some strawberry. Oh, you go in your neighbor's garden, you stole strawberry. You jump to the other neighbor's garden and you stole watermelon or whatever. Then my father always telling me, don't never do this, don't stall nothing. You just don't do this, because when you kid, you think it's funny and it's not, every kid does this. But my father was very strict about this. Don't store anything. That just work hard and just hard work. And then that advice from my father to just you have to earn it everything. You have to work hard and don't cheat. Don't try to stole somebody's stuff and yeah, don't use people like stuff like this. I will say this, man. You gotta if you want something, you gotta work hard for it, and you have to earn it. You have to deserve it. If somebody give you that, it's not same, man. When you earn something, this is the best feeling, man.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, man. That's awesome. How do you feel about Conor McGregor?
Hey, I love Conor McGregor, man. He's a great fighter, and he did so much for our sport, and he's 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 funny, man. He loves fighting. He's a real good fighter, but he loves the good life. And I have so much respect for him. He's coming back now. He's gonna fight again, and I have only good things to say about him, man. It's very hard to have a couple $1 million. You just have this good lifestyle, and you're still chasing your dream to be fighter and keep fighting in this high level against these high level fighters. And man, It's tough, and I have so much respect for him.
There you have it, guys. The interview with Merab, the number one contender, Bantamweight, UFC future champion. We're going out and saying that now. Special thanks to Alpha Book for sponsoring this episode and this entire segment. Rob, this was fun, man. Thanks for coming on the show. And let the people know your social media and where they can find all the craziness that you do.
Thank you so much for having me. Yes, simple as that. Merab Dvalishvili everywhere: Instagram, TikTok, X, Facebook, YouTube. Merab Dvalishvili. Just go, and yeah, like you said, I have funny lifestyle, and I'm putting everything right there. You guys, I'm not hiding nothing. That's it. You can enjoy, watch everything you want.
I appreciate you, man. You're a good man, hell of a fighter. Everyone knows that. And I think more and more people are seeing your personality and you're becoming a bigger star. So good luck in your next fight. I'll be seeing you around at the gym.
Yes.
And for everybody, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you guys next time.
Let's go.
In his element, I'm a gold medalist, bronze like your medal is. So many deer in headlights, but it's bedtime. Hear that supper bell, main course, be the venison.
Zab. Most dangerous game. Either kill or be killed.